my channel, Refuge Tea, here with my granny's closet. Back with another video for you guys. Just thought I'd do something really silly and, you know, get this morning off right. All right, it is Wednesday morning, you guys. It is very doom and gloom out here in Southern California where I am located. My hair is kind of wobbly. It is a little rainy. We had some rain last night, but I mean, it's cleared up so far, so not too bad. But I do have to travel far this morning to take my son to an appointment, and I'm going to be bringing Crochet with me so that I could do that in the doctor's office. However, before we get into today's video, which is a WIP Wednesday, let's get into some admin and intro stuff. If you don't know, now you know. You can find me on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook, all underneath my Granny's Closet 3Gs. My Facebook page is where you can purchase and browse all the items that I sell at my farmer's market. So if you're interested in seeing any of the items that I do make from my farmer's market, or you just want to see what I do make and sell, it is located in my Facebook page, so you guys can go see there. I do have a group page. It is called My Granny's Closet 3Gs. No spacing, just add the S at the end, and we congregate and conversate there all about the crafting and the yarn and all the fun goodness of the craft world. So you guys can go there if you have any questions, if you have any tips and tricks. There you go. If you guys are new or a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me today. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. You have no idea the appreciation I have for you guys being here watching me and just, you know, letting me entertain you with my silliness, you know, throughout the week or throughout your day.
T-shirt of the day.
All right, we of course have my infamous staple here, my flash hoodie, but we also do have Muhammad Ali. We have Muhammad Ali here, and down below that's Mr. Sonny Liston getting his lights royally knocked out. I do believe that was their second fight, and I do believe that they did have a third fight. But that is it for intro, you guys. Let us get into today's video. So I do have market this weekend. I have a ton of WIPs that I have in progress and a ton of things that I would like to get finished. Unfortunately, some of those things won't get to this week. I know I have my notions pouches that I need to get done, which are right here, but I just simply can't get in the headspace to sew right now. But when somebody orders a zipper pouch, I do finish them and I do ship them out. So if you are wanting to order a drawstring bag, then and you want the corresponding notions pouch to go with it, I will finish it and I will ship that out for you. So no big deal, not a problem. I will be getting to these. Half of them are sewn to the zippers, half are not. It's just actually getting myself to sit down, because sitting down for long periods of time really does hurt my back and my legs start to ache. I don't have the proper chair for it, and I need to get one. My son does have a drafting table chair, which was mine when I was a kid. But I can only use it when he's not home. So when he gets home, I have to give it back to him. So that is one WIP that I have that I'm probably going to slowly do and complete later on. I do still have my cupcake drawstring pouches that I need to restock because they are in high demand. Like, this went fast. I had to make 2 extra for orders and I sold 3. So it was just crazy. So 5 in total, and I know that there's a couple people still interested in waiting. I let them know that I am in the process of making them. I do have them cut out. This is the leftover fabric, and I'm going to sew and get those finished by probably the end of the week if I'm going to do that. Also, my butterfly notions pouches and project bags, I do need to get these done. Project bags are no problem. Like, they're so easy just to like sew them. They just take a long time because I do make a lot of them at once. But the zipper pouches, it's so much to contend with. There's so much like So stop, leave the needle down, make sure it's all the way down, lift up the foot, pull the zipper back, put the foot down, adjust, and align the zipper and the fabric together, then keep pausing and having to realign everything. To me, that process is so daunting and so long that my brain just can't comprehend sitting there that long for doing all of that. And sometimes I even question, should I even do zipper pouches anymore? I'm going to still do them. They just take me forever. But notions pouches and project bags aside, this is what I have in WIPS as far as crochet. So you guys know I've been working on I've been on a wild oleander hooded scarf kick for quite some time. So I do still have this black and white one that I'm slowly completing. I don't know why. I just can't get into this one. I think it's just because it's got, shades of gray and black and white. Maybe it's like a mood killer for me because I love color, but I also love wearing black. I don't know, but I did complete a lot more of it the other day, and I only do have 2 more pattern rotations to do before I start doing the little hood for it. So I do have this I need to finish, and I would like to finish it before this weekend so that I can have 2 more wild oleander hooded scarves to put out at my market space. And it is in my little horsicorn yarn bowl. I know the last time I called it a ball winder, I watched my video, I was like, ball winder, when I was editing. I was just too tired to correct myself or too tired to think that I needed to say something different. But yeah. Next up in my other yarn bowl, I do have another wild oleander hooded scarf that I started. So head-on collision there. So I did show you guys the loops and threads facet yarn that I did buy from Michael's. And I started another wild oleander hooded scarf with this one. I just could not get it out of my head. I really needed to start it. So I'm about the same point with this one. And last night I did this one. The yarn is so much softer. I think that's the problem. That yarn is a little bit more not soft. It's a little scratchy. Right? This yarn, the facet, loops and threads, is so soft. And look at how beautiful that is turning out. Oh my gosh, I love this one, and I can't wait to make the other one. I think this week all I'm doing is wild oleander hooded scarves. I don't know, but I am still keeping up with the things that I need to restock for my market. So also, I started this over the weekend while we were traveling to the San Diego Zoo. I made this portion of a market bag, and I'm doing the trellis picot mesh stitch. So if you could see that there. However, I stopped right here because I was totally unsure how I want this to go. If I'm contemplating just frogging it, whether I should continue, I don't know. But that is something that I need to debate. What should I do, you guys? Should I frog it, or should I just continue on and see how it looks? I like the trellis picot stitch. I really do, but I like it in the lace weight yarn better, which is what I'm going to show you next. So I am still working on this body cover up, this bathing suit cover up in the trellis picot stitch. So you guys know I wanted to create a whole new summer fantasy line for my market. And you see that? It looks so gorgeous. It looks beautiful in this lace weight form as opposed to, but I don't know. I haven't maybe I should do like maybe 5 or 6 more rows just to see. I don't know. We'll get there. I don't know, you guys. We'll decide. I keep saying I don't know, but I really don't. I don't know. So, but I'm still working on the cover up. How do you say? Slowly but surely. I am working on the cover up. To me, this seems like a net. Like, ooh, show me how you burlesque. But I like. But I'm going to continue to work on this little by little and see how it goes. It is taking a while. So this is kind of like, have you ever heard of those bran oats cereal? It is, I think it's an Oleander Mills cereal, but it's a bran oats. It's nothing but bran grains, okay? And it's one of those cereals to where you scoop at the bottom and you don't feel anything. And you take your last scoop. Well, all of a sudden more float to the top. And then you scoop again and it's another spoonful. And you're like, okay, finally there's no more left. And then more floats. It's like that. It's like the magic cereal that never goes away. And you're just like, I only poured a little bit in there. And all of a sudden they're magnifying. Well, they are kind of, aren't they? So that's what this stitch feels like to me a little bit. Like it just, I've done like 10 rows and I'm still at this length. Like I just did 10 rows and it's not moving. Like the length is just staying the same length, you know? That's how it feels a little bit for me. But however, I've only worked on it little by little. Possibly we'll continue to work on it today. I don't know. Depends how I feel after I finish this, because I'm definitely going to finish this one tonight, probably. I was moving stuff around in my messy corner over here. Technically, this whole side is pretty darn messy. But I was in that messy corner, and I found these squares in my WIP bins. Yes, I said WIP, and yes, I said bins, plural. As in, I have more than one. Technically, there's 2, but there's a whole bunch piled on top. So the WIP bins are now, like, connected on the top with other WIPs. So there is, like, an infinite, endless amount of WIPs. I do believe I have, like, 56 the last time I counted. There's something for your back pocket, you guys. Refuge has 56 WIPs. But that's just because I can't stay on one project. I have difficulty. So this is how my brain works, okay? I'm on Pinterest. I want to figure out where I'm going to find a new stitch or a new pattern. Give me ideas to what I can use this yarn for, right? All right, so I'm scrolling. I see a bunch of things. I see food. I'm hungry, so I go downstairs and I eat. I was like, you know what? I need to catch up on some YouTubers, so I need to watch some YouTube videos. While I'm watching, I can double my window screen, and I can still browse on Pinterest. All the while, I've already forgotten about this yarn because now I'm downstairs and I've relocated. That is out of sight, out of mind, and I'm on Pinterest. And I'm thinking to myself, I can totally make something out of this new pattern that I just saw. Even though I'm on Pinterest to find a new pattern for this one, I find a new pattern for something else. So I decide to come into my craft room in the middle of me eating, and I leave my phone, I leave everything downstairs because I'm just that excited to find the yarn that I know will work with this new pattern. So I'm in my room looking for a new pattern. Oh, wait a minute. Guess what? I still have the yarn that I just bought from Michael's. I did start a wild oleander hooded scarf in this yarn, this ice yarn, but I'm not liking the texture of it, and the coloring is kind of putting me in a drab mood. So you know what? Why don't I just make a new wild oleander hooded scarf? And while I'm making this, I'll remember, I forgot. I was looking for new yarn for that new pattern. So I'm just going to go, and I have the perfect yarn. I'm going to dig into my WIP bins and dig through there to find the WIP that I know has the yarn that I can frog to use for this new pattern that I was on Pinterest to find a new stitch for this yarn, but instead I made this while I came into my room, and instead of looking through my bins and finding the yarn that I need for the new stitch that I found on Pinterest and was so interested in doing, I found these. And these, I thought, oh my gosh, I made these last year. I was thinking maybe I should make a bucket hat out of these, because you know what? Buckets hat are all the rave right now during summertime, or summer is coming up. It's not summer yet, but I have time to do it, right? Yeah, right. So the flowers would work perfect in this bucket hat, and the neon colors are great because bright colors are back in. Yes, 80s, my era. I love it. So maybe I can make a bunch of things, bucket hats with the sunflower, maybe bright color sunflowers, maybe different color sunflowers, because I've seen them all over Pinterest. Oh, Pinterest. I can find new bucket hats on Pinterest. So I'm going to go back on Pinterest and I'm going to look for a pattern for bucket hats specifically. But then, oh my gosh, bucket hats, market bags start flowing up. So I'm thinking, oh, the market bag that I started on Sunday while we were driving all the way to San Diego Zoo, let me start on that. It does have bright colors. I'm thinking, you know what? I can do this. And this is a trellis picot stitch. Oh yeah, the trellis picot stitch. I started my siren cover up. I need to finish my siren cover up. So let me go back and do a couple more rows of this. But you know what? I'm not in the mood to do this. I'm not. I really am not. So I'm just going to rest. Did I get anything done? I got this done last night. And that's how yesterday went for me. WIPs, you guys. WIPs are an issue with me. My brain gets so bored focusing on one thing at a time. And if you think that was exhausting, just think how I feel throughout my day, because I have so many things on my brain that I want to complete and finish and do and just get to and work up. And oh, I have an idea for this. And oh, I got an idea for this. But how do I stay steady? Like, my neurons are firing right now that I'm twitching right now. So if I'm lifting my shoulders now, that little bit of explaining and excitement got me going. So now I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Right now, in my head, I'm thinking I want to start on the other wild oleander hooded scarf for this. I do want to complete this, but I'm not going to do it at all. I've already forgotten about this, and that's an issue with me. My WIPs are difficult for me to stay on topic, on focus, to complete. This bag, I don't even want to look at anymore, but I don't have the heart to frog, because I know that if I keep going, it's going to look great. Just I cannot see or envision myself finishing it. So that's probably never going to get done. And I'm just being completely honest. This one, I don't like the texture. It's not working out for me. But I know that this colorway would sell really good at market. So I'm trying my hardest, really, really struggling to actually get this completed. But I am working on it. I keep seeing this in my room. And I forgot to mention this. Every time I pass by my threshold coming into my room, this WIP is in the corner over here on a stack of bins. Stack of bins full of crochet panels that I still need to continue completing. Yeah. My McCall Shaw. I am in the process of staring at it every time I come into my room. And I would like to finish it. However, I don't know about the colorway for this. Should I finish it? Should I make something completely different? But the stitching in this, or the crochet in this, is just too intricate. I worked on it so hard so far, and it's been sitting there for several weeks, if not 2 months. So I'm probably not going to get to this. That is what I have going on right now as far as WIP Wednesday. Just, it's difficult for me to envision myself completing that and doing the last stitch. Maybe because I don't want to finish it. Maybe because if I finish it, I'm done with, you know, a project. I don't know. I don't know. Any of you are psychologists out there? Tell me why. Tell me why. So back to this. This is going to be put on the back burner for quite some time. I don't know why, and I don't know when I'll be able to finish this or to start anything that has to remotely even do with this. But it's going to stay on my table. I know it's going to stay on my table until I decide that I'm going to put it up here in between these two. And then it's going to just sit there like these two. I also have to finish my picot stitch that goes around my Kelpie vest. So I'm excited that I finished this. It is too long and it keeps stretching longer. So I may have to frog it down, remove a couple of rows. If not, I might just, I don't know. There's a lot of things that are going on in my head. I can undo stitches from the bottom and just remove a few and work it that way. I don't know. And then single crochet to connect. I don't know. See, that is how my brain works. I can think of things that I want to do, but am I going to do them? No. Why? Because it's too complicated for my brain to process at the moment. And that is a glimpse into my mind as with my WIPs. Did you guys have a fun ride? Thank you guys for joining me today. That is it for the WIP frustration. You guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Please don't forget to ring that notification bell wherever it is located on your screen. Click on the all button and it'll notify you when I drop another video. You guys have a blessed rest of your Wednesday, a blessed rest of your week. Please don't get overwhelmed with your WIPs. Please don't try to figure everything out all at once. And please don't try to do more than one at once. Just relax. Take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Okay, you guys, Have you ever had the WIP problem? The non-FO problem? I do. I have a giant WIP problem. Because who has a WIP problem? Raise your hand. I do. I have thread right. This is getting. I can't focus. The WIP problem is real. Got an idea because we're on YouTube. Oh, thank you, baby. My son brought me water. I'm done recording this for the 200th time. But don't close that one, the one in your left hand. Yeah, keep going. Keep it coming. Thank you. Thank you very much, my son. We start making a new project, and that's how, you know. I love this yarn. Oh, here I go. Browse, browse. Oh, I like this stitch. Browse, browse. Oh, I like this stitch. Browse, browse. Hey guys. Uh-oh, I dropped some stuff. You guys see my hair? It's all like funkified. Whip it!